Good morning. This morning, Kira and I are headed out to Weeki Wachee, and it is about an hour and 10 minutes north of Tampa, and I live an hour and 10 minutes south of Tampa. So it is 6 a.m. and I'm up and ready, and I've got my coffee. I love my coffee. And I have my kind of pissed about not being a mermaid shirt on, because at Weeki Wachee they have real mermaids. This is what I hear. But anyway, so I'm gonna jump in the car and head to Kira's house, and the next time I see you, we'll be up that direction. See ya. Hey guys, good morning. Today we're at Weeki Wachee Park, and I think it's in Weeki Wachee, Florida, right? Yes. It's the name of the city. Florida. Something really important to know. There's not much parking here. It's really tiny. We didn't know that. And so if you get a parking spot, you're in for the day. But if you don't get a parking spot, the park is closed, like for the whole day. It's done. They don't let more people in. It's kind of weird, but they've got one parking lot, and then when that's full, they park in the city lot, which looks like it's a dirt lot behind this lot. But when it's full, it's full. He said the park closes for the day. No more people get in. There's a really long line right at 9 o'clock, but we got a parking spot, so we're in. So we're melting. So I'm having Kira braid my hair because we're melting.
Hey there. So we made it in the park. A couple things. It ended up closing. We were in line at 9:30, 9:20, and they closed the gates. So you got to be here early in the summertime.
I'm in the gate. This is straight ahead. There's that bridge, gift shop. You go to the right, you're gonna go to Buccaneer Bay, where the water park is. So there's a little bit of a beach. You can rent chairs, you can rent umbrellas, you can rent cabanas. There's not a whole lot. So here's the bar. It's modest, but it's a bar. We got some margarita type machines.
And there's about one cabana.
Just about one. So there's a lazy river, sort of. You have to rent the tubes. We'll give you more information about that. But you can see there's a lifeguard there at the bottom of the steps, letting people in with their tubes, and you have to have a tube to get on that part.
Behind us, it looks to be little kids, and they don't seem to be stopping anybody from going in, but it's mostly a splash pad.
That is what you climb to get to the water slide. They're key lockers. You buy them for $7. They'll give you a key. It's just a basic locker. We fit quite a bit of stuff in it though. A big bag and a towel and another bathing suit. We're back at the front of the park. We're gonna go over this bridge and we're gonna check out that gift shop you see there on the left and see what goodies we can find. That's awesome. So cool. This hat, I think I might have to get it. It's Velcro in the back and it says Mermaid Life. Let's see how much it is. Ooh, $32.95. I'm super proud of their hat. Worth every penny. But I'm gonna get it anyway. So they have all kinds of assorted kids t-shirts with mermaid stuff on them. Mermaid tails. How much is the mermaid tail? So we found this Mold-O-Matic machine that's going to make us a mermaid. Here we go. Do you guys remember these machines? I think I remember having them at SeaWorld when I was a kid. Leave us a comment down below. Let us know if you remember them and where you might have gotten one when you were a kid. I'm pretty sure that a mermaid sits in that chair. Get up in the mermaid chair. Kira's a mermaid. That's the mermaid chair. Okay. So here is the playground. And then there's an ice cream shack. Off in the distance, you can see the swimming area. And then the Mermaid Theater is there. Let's head into our first mermaid show. It's the Hans Christian Andersen version of The Little Mermaid.
Far out in our sea, the water is as blue as the loveliest cornflower, and as pure as the clearest glass, and it is deep. Here dwell a strange and wondrous race of people, half human, half fish.
Here's a really fun fact. The spring that you're looking at is the deepest spring at Weeki Wachee at 400 feet deep, and the temperature of the water stays at 72 degrees all year round. Once we finished with the show, we decided to head over to the Mermaid Galley restaurant for lunch. It's a beautiful restaurant, super clean, well air-conditioned. The staff was very friendly. The food was really inexpensive. It was only $12.99 for these giant salads that they make fresh every day. Something you have to understand about Kira and I, we've been water babies our whole lives. We have those crazy parents who threw us in the water when we were a couple months old and hoped that we came back to the surface. Just kidding. We really did go to lessons though when we were very young, and since then we've both loved the water. I am pretty sure those people have mermaid tails on and they are not part of this show. We're zooming in.
There was one thing we did discover, Sharma and I, hi Sharma, that there is a mermaid camp here, a 2-day weekend mermaid camp.
Yep, you heard that right. Mermaid camp, like for adults. You literally have to be over 30 years old to do this mermaid camp. I'm excited. So we just came out behind the restaurant where we ate our lunch this morning, and the path they have us on now takes us to the place where we get on our river safari. Pretty cool. So as we are editing this video, we're realizing that we didn't take much footage when we were on the river cruise. So I will tell you that this beautiful little area in the back of the park is where you'll get on your boat. It is a very comfortable boat with padded seats. You can transfer from wheelchair, or they can bring a wheelchair on board. So we were scheduled for 4 o'clock on the river cruise, and we're sort of ready to be done, and it's 2:30. So we walked up and asked them if we could see if the boat was not full, and he said, sort of like American Airlines, you can fly on standby. So if you want to switch your boat time, don't hesitate to ask. They do recommend that you arrive 15 minutes before your boat's scheduled time of departure, as they will leave without you if you are not there when it's time to go. And now it's time to head back into the Mermaid Theater to enjoy the Wonders of Weeki show. The doors to Mermaid Theater open 30 minutes before the show begins. While you wait, a local ranger brings in wildlife to share with the audience. Once the curtain opened, we were in for a truly amazing show. The show covers not only the history of Weeki Wachee, but it covers the history of the mermaids and how they became famous and in turn brought many famous people to watch their show. We went and saw both
of the mermaid shows.
Yes.
One was definitely geared towards kids. It was
Hans Christian Andersen, The Little Mermaid.
Yep. And the other one was more of a history of the park and of Weeki Wachee and of, what was the guy's name?
Oh God,
I know, right?
I forget. They said it like 7
They
times.
did. And you'll see it in some of the clips.
Earl. I don't know.
Oh, man, we're bad.
Whoever founded Weeki Wachee, I forget.
Yeah.
But
so when he got here, it was full of cars and old mattress springs, and
yeah.
it was really bad. And so they dug all that out according to this little thing we just saw, and cleaned it up. And then he launched the mermaids, and really famous people, including Elvis Presley, came to see the mermaid. Really famous people, Doris Day. There was a bunch.
I'm glad
of
you were
them.
paying attention.
Good Lord.
I'm losing it. We will put a link in the description
To the story
of Weeki Wachee and how it started. And I thought, in my opinion, I mean, I love The Little Mermaid, don't get me wrong, but
The second one was
the second one was amazing. The mermaids were great. They changed costumes,
updated music.
yeah, really new music. It was cool.
So we are heading to get our bags
Where?
over at the lockers.
Why are you singing?
Because I'm talking to the camera. We're headed to the lockers to get our bags and head on home. It's like 3:30. It is blazing hot in Florida on this incredibly sunny July day.
So we're headed out to our car now. We wanted to make sure we showed you where you could rent kayaks and paddleboards. The entrance to the rental place for the kayaks and paddleboards is right inside of the parking lot for Weeki Wachee. When you arrive in the morning, just let them know that's what you're doing and they'll give you directions. So I just finished editing our video from Weeki Wachee and I realized we forgot to say, I'm Sharma
I'm Kira,
and we're Sisters Lost in Florida.